Goswami, 6 Goswamis. All of them, they were in Vrindavana, and all their writings are in Sanskrit. So the whole Gaudiya philosophy there by these 6 Goswamis, the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all of them there in Sanskrit. Srila Bhaktivinoda, he took the essence of all the Goswami literature, all the 6 Goswamis, including Shad Sandarbha, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Shad Sandarbha, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Hari Bhakti Vilasa. So all the major writings of 6 Goswamis, the 7th Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda, he took the essence of all that literature and then wrote in his writings. His writings are in the form of essays, books and bhajans. And the beauty of the 7th Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, is if we know what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, then we are knowing what all the other 6 Goswamis are speaking, even if we do not know the Sanskrit. Because he is giving us the essence. Not only Thakur Bhaktivinoda is giving essence of all the teachings of 6 Acharyas, such a wonderful mood that he invokes through bhajan. Amazing. I mean, bhakti spoken in Shastra. Shastra, it's like, okay, here is the map, you figure out. Like that. But Thakur Bhaktivinoda is, he knows everything in the map and is a personal guide. And he is personally actually present with each one of us in the bhajans. He is singing. He is teaching us. All the tattva he has put in the bhajans. He put the tattva in the bhajan and he also pour mood into that bhajans. That is the specialty of 7th Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's just amazing, Thakur Bhaktivinoda's bhajans. Srila Narottama Das bhajans are, at least you should be a devotee for Narottama Das Thakur bhajans. Then comes Nityanandera Nishta, Gaur Nishta, Radha Krishna Pranamora, Yugala Kishora, all that. That is Narottama Das Thakur. Lekin Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his bhajans can speak to anyone, any human being, any religion, any soul, any shade or not also. So that's the specialty of the bhajans of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the 7th Goswami. How wonderfully he places this Mahajana in each bhajan. Oh, Govinda. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, 7th Goswami. Kamala Manjari. Right? Kamala Manjari, right? Oh. It just feels like, if Thakur's bhajans were not there, we would not have understood bhakti in such simple expressions. Bhakti would have been left very technical, shastric, aisa. But bhakti is not technical and shastric. Technical is only procedural aspect of ritualistic thing to get into a habit, to get out of the ignorance, that's all. And bhakti is not intellectual too. Shastra is giving, but shastric study can happen at an intellectual level. Then you are blocked there. But the whole essence of bhakti, the core of bhakti is the heart, to do with the heart. And Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur bhajans gives exactly that. Exactly that, beautifully. And These bhajans are already based on tattva. और क्या चाहिए? ये निधि. This is wealth. Oh, this is amazing. Thakur Bhakti Vinod's bhajans. देखना, just in this 1, 2, 7 verses में सब कुछ दे दिया. What is शरणागत भक्ति? देखना क्या क्या है यहाँ. In the first verse, he's saying, Bhagavan, Lord Krishna is coming as Sri Krishna Chaitanya along with his associates and his Dhama. So Bhagavan with his associates and Dhama has descended. And why did he descend? Atyanta Durlabha Prema Koribare Dana. It's not just Durlabha, Atyanta Durlabha. To give Dana. To just distribute free of cost. What is that Atyanta Durlabha Prema? How do we get that Atyanta Durlabha Prema? By knowing the ways of Sharanagati. So he has come down personally to teach. See, this is what Sharanagati means. This is how you think of Krishna. Sharanagati means it is bonding with Krishna. Now when we say Sharanagati, there is no Shastra, nothing there. It's past that. So that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching here. This is how you do Sharanagati Bhakti. Means this is how you should think of Krishna. You see, Krishna is Bhagavan, your Jiva, right? So you should Dainya Atma Nivedana Gotritve Varnana Avashya Rakshive Krishna Vishwasa Palana. You should think like this. Krishna, I belong to you. I am yours, Krishna. You are there for me, Krishna. You have brought me this far. You will take me for that. So I have no fear. Forget about fear. I don't even have a thought of what's next. Aisa. So this mood is Sharanagati to Krishna. So he's saying, when this is how you think, because we're not so much used to thinking like that, then right now when we hear, we will feel like, oh, so thinking like that, maybe I should start thinking like that. Then that will become Sharanagati Bhakti like that. You know this example, the Shastra they give, when, you know, yeah, a young lady, young man ka example dete na. So maybe I should constantly think of him if the girl starts thinking like that, or if the boy starts like that. So maybe I should constantly think of him. Then I think I will feel that love for him. ऐसा. So भगवान के बारे में ऐसे बोल रहे चैतन्य महाप्रभु. But the beauty is, first we will fall in love with Gaur Bhakta. Then ये सब है ना, दैन्य आत्मा निवेदन गोप्तृत्वे वर्ण अवश्य रक्षिबे Krishna Vishwasa Palana. We'll get the first hand experience with the Guru Tattva. Because Bhagavan, we don't have the experience yet. So Bhagavan Sandhini Shakti comes to us, and then we feel we will start getting all these things start make sense with somebody we are interacting, our Gurudeva Sandhini Shakti. Aisa. Then we will know, oh, okay, तो ये expression ये है. So this is for Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. So ऐसे भगवान से भी होता है. That we will be able to get. So Bhakti Anukula Matrena. ये सब naturally हो जाता है. You know, when we like somebody, then we only want to do what they like. We don't want to do something they don't like. Natural है ना? Actually, mother and child example is really good. Very close example for the Sharanagati is mother and child example here. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, you should think of Krishna like that. We should hear about those devotees who actually think like that. All these Goswamis, Acharyas, they think like that. So when we continue to hear from them, out of their causeless mercy, we get a little hang of it. So that's why Bhagavan has come down to teach how to love him. That's funny, right? Can somebody teach how to love? Love to natural hai na? So then how do we get this? Rupa Sanatana Pade Dante Trena Kori. When I offer myself to Rupa Sanatana and the followers of Rupa Sanatana, that will come within us. You know, in Gurudev Kripa Bindadiya, that is there, right? Shakti Buddhi Hina Ami Ati Dina Koromore Atmasata. That's the one here. Rupa Sanatana Pade Dante Trena Kori Bhakti Vinoda Pude Dhum Pada Dori. Same expression. So when that is invoked within, that is the precursor of Namaruchi. It's to do with the changes in the heart. When that mood is invoked, then Kandiya Bole Ami to Adama. It's the same mood. Means I'm realizing I'm just like a dead man walking. I'm hearing all this, but I cannot really relate to any of these things. मेरी हालत तो ऐसे है. As we realize that, अंदर ऐसा होता है कि पहले क्या होता है कि मेंटल स्पेकुलेशन, इमेजिनेशन, ये सब होता है ना, वो सब काम डाउन होता है. Will know ये बात यहाँ के बात यहाँ की नहीं. This is not about the upper chamber. So this will settle down. The agitation, the passion, the imagination, the speculation, shut down. पहले वो आता है. बाद में ऐसा ये सब होने के बाद it just starts making sense to this. ये है ना, I have heard this bhajan before. I think this is making sense. ऐसा थोड़ा सा लगता है. थोड़ा सा लगता है. Then I'm waking up. So where am I? ऐसा लगता है. So it's not like you turn on the switch ऐसे नहीं. पहले ये है ना, वो क्या है? संसारदावा नललिदलोका त्रणय कारुण्य घनत्वम. Oh, the merciful cloud pours down the rain, pours down the showers and mercy. पहले क्या होता है? घनत्वम. ये this material existence, forest fire यहाँ है ना upper chamber में. With the cloud of mercy सब थोड़ा सा सेटल होता है. फायर नहीं होगा, थोड़ा सा स्मोक होगा, क्योंकि फायर हो गया ना, थोड़ा स्मोक होगा. वो स्मोक भी सेटल होने के बाद देन यहाँ सब क्वाइट होता है. देन isn't that so? ऐसा लगता है. That can happen only with the Vani of the Acharyas, not with the intellectual understanding, not with any other writings. It has to be Acharyas. इतना potent purified souls है ना. This is Pranaya Karunya Ghanatvam. The Tabba. When we get taste for this, when we see what is in there, we cannot really settle down for anything lesser than this. You give me anything in the name of bhakti, beautiful articles, intellectual, poetic, सब है, लेकिन ये चाहिए ऐसा, because this has potency है. So then this stage will come. खंडिया बोले अमी तो अदमा, शक्ति बुद्धि हीना अमी अति दीना, कोरमोरे आत्मा सता. ये सब हो गया ना, smoke. There's no fire anymore. So okay. Then that is the starting point. तब तक क्या हो रहा है? ऐसे हम लोग सुन रहे हैं ना भजन आचार्य वाणी, द स्टोन इज बीइंग सोक्ड इन द वाटर, द स्टोन इज बीइंग सोक्ड इन द वाटर। इतना सोक करो स्टोन को, सोक करके 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 स्टोन भी थोड़ा सा सॉफ्ट होता है। दैट्स व्हाट इज हैपनिंग। वी द होल सेल्फ स्टोन है, आचार्य वाणी में सोक होना है, बस वही है भक्ति। As the stone gets soaked, the stone will know कि भक्ति क्या है, जपा कैसे करना है, सेवा कैसे करना है, डिवोटीज माने क्या है, ये सब पता चलता है कि ये तब ये स्टोन है ना, ये मर्सी में सोक होता तो। Not with any doings of this upper chamber, excuse me. Either this is trash, good trash or bad trash. Good trash is miserable. No, bad trash is miserable. Good trash is trapping, intellectual. Thinking that is bhakti. Hey Krishna, 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 Krishna. Especially in an institutional setting. Institutional setting में biggest trap है intellectual bhakti. Biggest trap है. Emotional नहीं होगा institutional setting में. वो है ना सहजियस, प्राकृत सहजियस. Their block is emotional bhakti block. Institution में intellectual bhakti block होता है। इतना seminars होता है, PowerPoint presentation, 7 days, 10 days, 1 month, 3 months, short sandarbha. I get the course, come out. Am I feeling like this? Shakti buddhihina, amiyati dina, koramore atma sata. If I'm not feeling like that, what is the use of that certificate from Shat Sandarbha after 6 years of diploma, whatever it is? Nothing. I may quote the Shastra, I may be a Sanskrit scholar. If I'm not feeling this, this is not bhakti. Sirf bhakti abhasa. And an applaud for the bhakti abhasa. It's okay you give applaud. It's okay you give applaud to the intelligence. But don't call it as bhakti. Don't call that as the real bhakti, that is all in all. वो नहीं है. If you want to applaud for the intellectual presentations, do it so. But say that you are applauding for the intellectual part. Do not make anybody believe that that is bhakti. This is bhakti. है ना? इसीलिए वो trap होता है. Wherever there is an applaud in an institutional setting, any applaud is a trap. This is a savior. है ना? So कहाँ मिलेगा ये? वो बोलना कहाँ मिलेगा ये? थीसिस में मिलेगा, रिसर्च में मिलेगा, कोर्सेस में मिलेगा, नहीं भजन्स में ही मिलेगा। इसलिए आचार्य वाणी पोटेंसी है, इसलिए हम लोग इसमें सोक एंड एवरीथिंग। सोक माने क्या? मर्सीफुल वाटर्स अंदर जा रहे स्टोन में, और क्या चाहिए? खांडिया खांडिया बोले आमी तो अदम शिकाय शरणागति कोरो है उत्तम। देखना, आई एम अदमा, एग्रीड स्टोन, बट शिकाय शरणागति, बट इफ यू टीच मी शरणागति, वेज ऑफ शरणागति, देन यू आर मेकिंग मी उत्तमा। वो भी बता दिया ठाकुर जी, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, yeah. So he's clearly stating this. Yes, I am Adama, but I will be Uttama when I feel like this. वो भक्ति है। ऐसे स्वाभाविक ही ऐसे फील होते तो that is bhakti. At least we should know that that is bhakti. Not because there is a big applaud. Not because there are so many services going on. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So many services. अच्छा है, very good. That is all good. But we should not be trapped there. वही बात है. Even for the services to happen, it's not easy. भक्ति में services क्या है? And that too consistently for the services to happen is not easy. Even bhakti abhasa is also not easy. So, not to put down any of those, but we should not be just stagnated or trapped there. यहाँ है, आचार्य लोग बोल रहे कि ये है भक्ति, The whole point is this. From the very beginning, our focus should be here. See, when the definition and focus is about big numbers, big amounts outside, it is diverting. That's not fair. The big amounts and the big quantities will happen as a byproduct of this bhakti. They will happen. Srila Prabhupada ka dekhna, itna bada amount kahan se aata hai? The whole world. That's a byproduct of Srila Prabhupada's Raga Bhakti. So for all of us, it will happen. So, oh my goodness. One thing that doesn't belong to this world is Acharya Vani. Pakka. When they speak, oh my goodness. Our saviors है ना, नहीं तो हम लोग को क्या होगा? Right, Acharya Sevak Dasa, is it right? हाँ प्रभु, Acharya Sevak Dasa. इतना अच्छा नेम है प्रभु. Yes, आप बोलना please. And nice to see a smile on all of their faces. Research है सब, ये क्या है ISKCON, हाँ? क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे सब कलिया? Then after hearing this, that, everything,
Mataji, after hearing this, मतलब क्या? After hearing, I mean, unless you tell that.
Honestly, I really did not know what Krishna Katha means, what Bhakti means, until I heard a bhajan of Acharya. I didn't even know that I'm hearing a bhajan of Acharya, you see. It was just going on and I'm skipping in my mind. This is not English. And I will hear when the English comes. Sab skip kar rahe. And the whole katha is going away. Then I'm thinking, what is there in the katha? That was my halat. This is not English. And there is nothing practical for me here to hear. So there is nothing for me to hear. ऐसे सुनते थे मैं. इतना सुने. Heard and heard. Inside ISKCON, outside ISKCON, सब. ऐसे angle में. This is not English and I could not relate to it and there is nothing for me to do. There is no practical here. ऐसे screen करके. एक बार I didn't even know it was Acharya Bhajan. I had no idea. I didn't even know that there were bhajans first of all in ISKCON. And when there were bhajans going on in the temple room, I didn't even realize there was a bhajan going on. I just ignored, my mind ignored that part. Only wherever there is English hai, wherever there is practical hai, I was connecting only that for years. So, ऐसी हालत था. I still remember the day when I was hearing the katha. There was not much of English. Katha was going on for 2-3 hours. I was like, what is this person saying again and again? ये क्या है? What is this? They're speaking about Krishna, speaking about Gaura, but what is this? ऐसी था मेरी हालत. Then it occurred to me that speaker is actually singing bhajan and explaining bhajan for the first time in my life. I still remember what I was doing at that time. I was just doing some charts or something. When it occurred to me, I put everything aside. It's like, a moment. As a moment, so, is this what they're about? Then again I heard. Then I am like, oh my Krishna, so this is what katha means. This is what bhajan means. This is what bhakti means. The same katha, the same lecture है ना, I heard the same thing for 1 week. मैं जाते समय, आते समय work जाते समय, work आते समय, because it was a shock for me actually. I mean a pleasant shock. तो ये है, भंडार यहाँ है, ऐसा. तब से no browsing, no Google, no browsing, no here, no that, no English, no practical, कुछ भी नहीं. ये चाहिए बोल के. I think that's what I try to convey when I speak, because only then we get to know what that bhajan means, what bhakti means. So that is present only in the Vani of the Acharyas. I think that's the point I'm trying to say. Because I have done so-called the intellectual stuff, everything before the bhajan, it is only a blocker. Very deceptive, gold-wrapped blocker है. Intellectual, applaud, service, wonderful. These are all blockers. है. But we will not realize that they are blockers until we hear a bhajan like this. What would you ask? Huh? Please keep it to your lotus feet. Yeah. What is one thing you want to ask?
Seva to please him.
Seva to please him. More? Anything more, dear devotees? You know there is no wrong answer.
Ruchi to Harina.
एक ही बोलना. These questions are for a purpose. Otherwise, our mind will stay dull. Kirtan and bhajan just comes for entertainment. Good tune. Time हो गया. ऐसे हो जाता है. So, you take turns, please. When a question comes like this, what would you ask Gurudev when he is manifesting in front of you, gives his darshan in front of you? By the way, Gurudev giving darshan is when we see him as personification of Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. That's the real darshan of Shri Guru. Not so much physically. Physically, yes, but blessed are those eyes who can see that it is the Krishna Kripa Shri Murti that is present in this physical form. So darshan of Shri Guru is to see that the personification of mercy of Bhagavan is in front of us. That is darshan. And that darshan is not limited to time, place or person. Yeah. So that Krishna Kripa Shri Murti is in front of you. What will be?
Expressing gratitude for the mercy.
And yes, please, next.
I will ask for blessing to please Guru.
Blessings to please Guru. You can take turns and please speak loud, otherwise I can't hear. If I don't hear anything, then I would assume you know everything.
Must always give permission to serve you and Krishna.
Yeah. Bas, that's all.
Thank you for accepting us.
Thank you for accepting us. Yeah. Yeah, that's all. The rest of them, whoever did not speak, they are very enlivened. They have their mauna communication with their. It's okay. So
Follow the instructions.
Follow the instructions.
Follow the instructions given by him.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Follow the instructions. See, none of these things are wrong. Yeah. The one that just came to my mind, to my thing was. I was gonna say, please remind me that my existence in Bhakti is simply because of your mercy. That remembrance, you please give me. That was going to be my prayer. Gurudev Kripa Bindu koroidase trinapekhatina
Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Goroi Dase Trinapekhatihina
sakala sammana kurito shokoti dehonatha jata jata.
Then you can pause it like that.
तभी तो गाये वो हरिनाम सूखे अपराध हाबे हाथा. This niraparad bhajan, doing japa without aparad bhava, it doesn't happen just because we sign up for a course. We do long travels and we hear big gatherings. All those are meant, all of that is meant to bring us to one realization that the aparadha bhavana should go away from within us, just to bring it to that realization, that single most point. All the efforts that are put externally by so many devotees, such travel, such pomp, such this, such that, everything is to bring to that point, that aparadha bhava should go away. Sakala sammana korite shukati dehonata jata jata. Two things are there in this. Unless we see Sri Guru for who he is, personification of mercy, we will not be able to see for who Vaishnavas are. That they are part and parcel of the Lord and dear devotees of the Lord. We hear the theory, but for us to actually come to that platform, it does not happen without seeing Sri Guru as Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. So that's why the bhajan goes like that. Sakala Sammana Korate Shakati. I will offer you, Gurudev, all my sammana. Knowing for who you are, then of course Sakala Sammana to every jiva will come. This is how Guru Nishtha will give us Jiva Daya. It should give us Jiva Daya. When Guru Nishtha is observed on the platform of Tattva with this understanding, it will give us Jiva Daya. That is Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. It's not the other way. The other way is you be kind to everybody, you are only trying to be kind. That's wonderful mode of goodness. Mode of goodness doesn't necessarily put us in devotion. But devotion ensures that we are in mode of goodness. So our time and effort should be not so much about cultivating goodness, but to please Guru and Krishna. Goodness will come, so many things will come. That's why Sakala Sammana Korite Shakti Dehonata Jata Jata. When I say Krishna Kripa Shri Murti for who he is, then because of his causeless mercy, we will be able to see all the Vaishnavas for who they are. That is the meaning of Sakala Sammana Korite Shakti Dehonata Jata Jata. And only when that happens, we don't necessarily have to say only when that happens, but that will open the doors for Tabito Gayibo Harinama Suke. Then the Namaruchi will happen. What is the medium where the whole thing is happening? Where there is a realization it's Krishna Kripa Shri Murti, then Sammana to Sri Guru, and then seeing the jivas for who we are, and the Nama, taste for Nama. What is the Anga of Bhakti where the whole thing is happening? There are Navavidha Bhakti, right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanived. Amongst all these, what is the Anga of Bhakti that is bringing the jiva to this platform? To start with, Shravanam. Yeah? Otherwise, we don't know how to do Kirtanam. Kirtanam is glorify. Without the Shravanam, can you glorify Gurudeva? Can't, because the mental chaos dominates. What glorification comes? Shravanam is the key. With the Shravanam, then proper glorification happens. With that combination of Shravanam and glorification, the impressions are being imprinted in Chitta as Smaranam. They just go together like that. As we do the Shravanam, the glorification is already happening within us. So that's Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. Oh, that's mercy personification. Oh, that's Harinam. That's where the Kirtanam is starting right there. It's not just we sing loud, that is Kirtan. It's not just that. But the Kirtan starts from within and then that comes out. It should be like that. Bhakti is inside out. It has to be inside out. For that, the Shravanam has to be on Tattva, based on Tattva. Not just nice talk. Not just talk on mode of goodness. Talk of mode of goodness is good. That when we've done outside Bhakti too, we don't necessarily have to label it as Bhakti. Otherwise we miss the point. We miss the greatest treasure of Shuddha Bhakti. That's why Shravanam based on Tattva. Then the GPS is set right. You will reach the destination. Look at the Shastra. Look at Acharya Vani. Like the other day. Don't think this chanting and dancing will not lead you to the desired destination. इतना emphatic है. ऐसा हमको पता चल जाता भी. Even though we are sadhakas, when we are hearing, when our practice of bhakti is based just precisely on that hearing, पता चल जाता है. It's not just I don't know how to cook this, I'm just adding something, I hope it comes out right. That feeling we know when we cook. But when we know this is 1/4 spoon, this is 1 teaspoon, this, and the taste will be this. This is how chefs work. They can guarantee the taste will be like this. All the restaurants, they have their brand taste. It will never go this way or that way. ऐसा है. ऐसा होना है भक्ति. ऐसा भक्ति, ऐसा आचार, ऐसा होना है. Based on Shravanam. This is the key. Shravanam means ऐसा होना है. इसीलिए when we are hearing from anybody, any devotee, we have to see this 1 hour that I'm spending, is it just bringing me a little soothing, encouraging? If that's what we need at the point of time, fine. But at least we have to remember that for Shuddha Nama, we need Tattva Jnana. And Susukam Kartum Avyayam Pratyakshaavagamam Dharmam happens only with Tattva Jnana, not just with nice talk. Nice encouraging, nice encouraging. Actually, we don't really need separate nice encouraging talks. जरूरत नहीं है. क्योंकि if you are given a little spoon that is so yummy, that will be yummy for anybody. And everybody wants that yummy one, no matter what it takes, because it's so yummy. ऐसा. So why are we saying this? Yeah. So what is the medium where all this the transcendental cooking pot for all the realizations? What is that one thing? Shravanam, Kirtanam, yes, yeah, Smaranam hai. These are dangas of bhakti, right? Yeah. What is the, how do I put it? All the Shravanam, Kirtanam and Smaranam. In this day of Kali Yuga, Shravanam is happening, okay? The Kirtanam happening inside. What is the form of Bhagavan that is making it manifest within us? What is the form of Bhagavan that is making this Shravanam, this Kirtanam, Smaranam, everything manifest within us? What is the form of Bhagavan?
Shri Guru.
श्रवणम तो श्री गुरु से आ रहे, श्री हरि नाम. Shri Harinam because it is given by Shri Guru. Gaur Priyajana. So Harinam already has Shri Guru and Gauranga. There is no Harinam without Guru and Gauranga. It will be Kevala Nama. It will just be a musical, intellectual entertainment, that's all. So it's Shri Harinam. That's only then Atayeva Nama Matra Vaishnavera Dharma Name Prasputita Hoile Rupa Guna Karma. For Nama to manifest Rupa Guna Karma, the Nama has to become our very Dharma. Whatever hearing we are doing, whatever glorification is going on, Bhagavan and anything related to Bhakti has to solidify to that extent for this to manifest. This is what it means. Having a spiritual body to offer transcendental loving service to the Lordships. Only when there is Name Prasputita Hoya Rupa Guna Karma. We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We should not think this is huge goal, big goal. We should not. Because this is what our acharyas are giving. This is what Gaudiya Vaishnavism is about. It's not simply be good, do good. Not just that. All that will come. So, this is what is meant by Krishna Prema, loving devotional service to Krishna. In Sadhaka Deha, it could be trying thing. That trying is only to please Guru and Krishna. That should be the thing. Yes, I'm trying to please Guru and Krishna. Not trying to be perfect, not trying to be this, not trying to be that. No, we will not be able to reach the goal if we are trying for something else. It may look like bhakti and we are doing bhakti, but we may get stuck with bhakti abhasa. Trying to please Guru and Krishna. Then we will not miss the destination. So sadhaka life is trying to please Guru and Krishna. That's sadhaka life. Trying to please Guru and Krishna with japa. Trying to please Guru and Krishna with the seva. I'm trying to hear the katha as mercy of Guru and Krishna. Trying hai na? Towards Guru and Krishna. That's sadhana bhakti. Nothing else. There is nothing else happening in sadhana bhakti. Because sadhana bhakti is running only because of the fuel, the mercy of the acharyas, mercy of the Guru. Because their mercy is there, we are inspired to even try. Nahi to wo bhi nahi hoga. If we don't realize that, we may be good at certain things in bhakti. People may applaud for the services that you do. Oh, it's sad thing. It's sad thing. Really unfortunate. We get blocked and locked in that applaud. Just because you do this so good. Hey Krishna, please, please. Not this illusion, please. This we should know. If we get blocked and locked there, Shuddhanam is never available. For us not to get blocked and locked there, ये सब की ज़रूरत है. For a recipe to come out internationally well-renowned, pakka, tasty, yummy one, how much the chef takes care of every ingredient, every proportion, cooking steps में कितना fry होना, कौन से color आना है, कौन से aroma आना है, and when should the other ingredient be added. They don't compromise there. If they compromise anywhere in any step, the final result will थोड़ा सा हिलता है. They will know it. ऐसा. So all this will not come if we do not hear Tattva. We may be hearing the kathas, kirtans, everything. A very wonderful katha is very good, kirtan is very good. तो होता है. It has to, because because it's about Krishna, it's about Gaura. It will be there for that 1 hour, 2 hours. Very good. Hona hai, hota hai. But anything more than that? Did it get deeper? Did it get deeper to a point where you will feel that 24/7? When there is no Katha and Kirtan audibly happening outside. Are you getting there? Are we getting there? That should be our. As if we, because this life is meant for Krishna Prema. And the Acharyas are guaranteeing Krishna Prema is guaranteed. Emphatic, authentic, guaranteed. When the Acharyas are saying that, when we are the followers of Acharyas, what is it that is stopping us? What is it that is making think us twice that Krishna Prema may not be possible? Who am I to think? Where is this independence coming from? That my thought should decide? When the Acharya is saying Krishna Prema is guaranteed, you do this. We are here to do simply to hear what they say, to do what they instruct us to do. Krishna Prema is guaranteed hai. So, it can be guaranteed only in that way, not in any other way. Not in any other way. So, this is the thing. So, hum log, when we hear the katha, when these are there, when the ingredients are there, then our bhajan also will go in that direction. Our practice of bhakti achar also goes in that direction. Then it becomes pratyaksha avagamam dharmya. Yeah. Naito, our bhakti will just happen on the strength of community, which is good. At least that is happening. That is there. But our goal is not just do bhakti on the strength of community. Our goal is Shuddhanama. So is my Shravana, my bhajan, taking me towards Shuddhanama. So that goal we have to be clear. Naito, we will doing bhakti on the strength of the community is wonderful, but it is still bhakti abhasa. Because when one is entering into Shuddha Bhakti, they will enter into the zone of Kirtaniya Sadahari. Then, however things may be around, even regardless of whoever is present, what is going on in the life, Kirtaniya Sadahari happens. Is my bhajan heading that way? Is my Shravanam heading that way? Is the key thing. Then the bhajan will head that way. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diyam Kuru Natha Sri Guru pleading pitifully, mercy please. Shakatim Buddhyedamana Madhapuma Naiva Arhati Abhidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. This is Akinchana Bhakti. This is what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is teaching. This is a symptom. It's not something we cultivate. It is awakened within the heart. As we are trying to please Guru and Krishna, hearing the tattva, then these things are awakened within the heart. So we shouldn't get disheartened that I'm trying to think like that, but it is not happening. It will not happen just by thinking. It's not something that we cook in the mind. It's a symptom. It's a symptom of a dependent soul. A dependent soul on Guru. I'm not even saying Krishna. What capacity does a conditioned soul have to depend on Krishna? What does a conditioned soul know about Krishna? So, this is why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this bhajan, this carries this meaning. And this is Akinchana Bhakti for Sri Guru. Kabhi hai na the buddhi, the karma, everything that comes will be transient. Because the devotee realizes that Shakti buddhi hina Niyati dina. I really don't have anything. Kuramore atma sata. I only have you. Nothing else. Nobody else. That is Akinchana Bhakti to Sri Guru. So that awakens within us. Guru Nishtha means entering in. It's Guru Nishtha happens with only the causeless mercy of Guru, by the way. Paramatma within us, the Chaitya Guru, he knows us very well when things should happen, how they should happen. So these are the symptoms of a Shuddha Bhakta. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Kuro Yindasim Trinapekhatina. At that time, Yogyata Vichare Kichu nahi paye Tomara Karuna Sara. Mercy. Actually, that is the foundational ingredient of Siddha Deha. Like the ingredients of this mortal frame are the Panchabhutas: earth, water, ether, fire, air. Those are the basic ingredients of this mortal frame. The basic ingredient of Siddha Deha is this: Yogyata Vichare Kichu nahi paye Tomara Karuna Sara.
Yogyata vichare
Hoile Khandiya Khandiya Prana Narakhi Bohara. That your mercy is my pranavayu. If I don't get oxygen for one breath, I start get suffocating. If I don't get your causeless mercy, Sri Guru, I will start to suffocate. Karuna na hoile Khandiya Khandiya. I cannot survive. Prana narakhi bohara. As we are eager to please Guru and Krishna, try to please. It's best if we come out of that try. As we are eager to please Guru and Krishna, all these things will naturally happen. So that is what sadhana bhakti, coming towards Shuddha Bhakti. So Hare Krishna, Hare.
Heard two things. That one is that the mercy of the Guru and mercy of the Acharyas are there, and it is guaranteed. And then I also hear that we should be pleading for the mercy. So which way, what should be the thinking? It
Bhakti is Swabhaviki. Swabhaviki means natural. After we here do this Shravanam, something natural happens from within us, to all of us. For that there is no rule or regulation. Bhakti is Swabhaviki. Whatever is naturally coming from within us, that course, we follow that. With whatever we are hearing, it's not that now I am going to add this 1 plus 1 and then 2 will come and then I'll add 3 to that and it will be 5. SNA, Bhakti Swabhaviki. It is flowing from within. And all that we are hearing is to allow that flow to happen naturally. Yes. So there is no right or wrong. And in this situation, I will apply this formula SNA. We hear and we'll see what's happening from within. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and one more thing, Mataji.
Maybe question. They heard that, right? This question and answer is so clear. Yeah. The question. Please tell us, dear devotees, the whole point of being in Sankirtan van is to see that we all get the mercy. Yeah.
So, my
What was the question? Ma'am?
My question was that we is the maximum.
Maximum.
Yeah. That we heard that mercy is there. Our acharyas are guaranteeing Krishna Prema, and then we also heard in the bhajan that we should be pleading for the mercy of the Guru. So which way we should be doing it? That's what.
Yeah. So the mercy is already there. Pleading means accept everything that is coming as mercy. Wo hai pleading. Because mercy is already there. Accept everything that is coming as Guru and Krishna's arrangement with a grateful heart. That's what pleading means. It's not that I don't accept, I have my own thoughts, but I'm pleading. No. Pleading means this. This is better, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, your question is more clear now. Pleading means, no duplicity. With Guru and Krishna, there cannot be duplicity. They will laugh at us. Karo, kitna lives kar de, karo. Ab तुम्हारी हालत तो ऐसे ही because you are duplicitous, no? So, with them, pleading means, yes, Guru and Krishna. Both of you, Chaitya Guru, you're sitting in the heart. Please give me the strength to accept this as your mercy. Please give me the memory to accept this as your mercy. ऐसे कुछ बोलना है तो पूछना है तो वहाँ है पूछो. Simple. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it duplicitous. Don't cook anything there. ऐसा. Simple, straightforward. है ना? Yeah, I am pleading, Prabhu. I've been pleading for mercy for past 10 years. And I've been doing so much of service outside. And I'm pleading. And I'm chanting 64 rounds, Prabhu. I'm pleading so much. But the whole point is with this devotee that doesn't understand me. The problem is with my spouse. The problem is with my children. And the problem is with this community. And the problem is with the temple president. And the problem is specifically with this devotee. That devotee is okay, you see. I am good. For me, most devotees are good. I see them. But that devotee is there, right? Etc. And you are pleading. Pleading माने क्या है? Beggar है. Is this the beggar's attitude? That you see problems from people around? And you are seeing a problem and you are finding a fault. Is that a beggar's attitude? Am I really pleading? ये duplicitous नहीं है क्या? Harivan, yeah? ठीक है. Thank you for the question.
So we are going out for Sankirtan, and we are receiving this mercy because we are Gaudiya Vaishnava. That's why this service is so much important. Is it more important than any other service?
The Sankirtan?
Yes, ma'am.
It is like this. Sevas, there are two kinds of sevas. Mukhya vritti, Gauna vritti. Mukhya vritti are all the Navavidha bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. Bhakti can be sustained. A devotee's devotion can be sustained only with this Mukhya vritti. Only by hearing about Krishna Katha. Yeah? And Krishna Katha is so much saturated that there is glorification going on and then Smarana. Yeah? So with Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, the rest of them, they are all more in a Atma Nivedana platform. So these are Mukhya Angas of Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Any services, external services, they can be sustained only when these three things are going on in a devotee. So this is a must for every devotee. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. On the strength of this, any other service can happen. Deity service or book distribution or even this going out. This is also service. Actually, this is ingrained in here because the Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam is there in this thing. In that way, the Sankirtan is already a service and more nourishing, because this seva is ingrained with these three angas: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. That is like that. But in general, a devotee is nourished with these three things. Say if one main thing is the seva that is given by Gurudeva, that's where Krishna is. That's where Krishna is. Because Gurudevan, they know us what our nature is, in which situation we are, and what seva is suitable for us. And we are dependent on Gurudeva. So with that dependent mode, when the seva is being offered, Krishna is right there. Even if it is going and collecting donations to build the temples or whatever, seemingly very not so very devotional thing. But what is the mood behind that seva? If that is done in a mood to please Guru, then Krishna is there. And what it means is, when somebody is doing that seva, Guru is pleased, not just because I go and collect money out there. My Gurudev said I have to collect temple, funds for temple building. So yes, I'm collecting money. Okay. So how much can you give? You should give. Yeah, this is our temple. You should give. How much can you give? Okay, the instruction has come from Gurudeva. But what is your mode of bhakti now? In which mode are you practicing? Are you performing the instruction? Rajasic. What is your attitude there? The seva, okay. Then if you are going out, say this is the temple, and if you could donate whatever you can, and then it will be very nice. Would you consider donating? That's seva in sattva. So this is better than that. In the name of Guru's instruction, we cannot get stuck in Rajasic Bhakti. It will not sustain for a long time because it's not pleasing. Yeah. So Guru's instruction in sattva, that is better. But Guru's instruction depending solely as an Atma Nivedana is at a different level. When do we know that we are on that platform? We just sang, right? Kabhi hai na kripa, labhiya ye jana. Those symptoms, they will be present. One will know it. Symptom means you know yourself. Sign means other can see it. So that is Sharanagati Seva. Instruction, Guru's instruction is the key. How am I performing it? Okay, that should be. So to answer your question, for all of us to sustain in bhakti, we need Shravanam, Kirtanam, which should lead to Smaranam. Whatever external service it might be. Any external service, including deity worship, including Sankirtan, let it put it that way. So it is clear. So this, nobody can be in bhakti without these three things. So whatever Guru's instruction that seva means, this is important. That's why Srila Prabhupada says chanting 16 rounds is the first thing. I like that. So that is clear. Otherwise, bhakti is, we cannot sustain in bhakti. That's right. And the second point is, there is no service that is superior or inferior. Whatever seva that is given to us by Gurudeva, that is the service for us. Okay, because that is given for a reason. That is the second point. And third point is, when we are hearing about the glories of the Nama and everything, it's more about how, in common terms, what is your quality of japa? When we are hearing the glories of the Nama, everything. So, without quality of the quality japa, one cannot perform Guru Seva properly. Chitta is all Rajasic. What Guru Seva? Passionate. My Guru is big, my Guru is known, your Guru is pure. What is your conscience? Where is your conscience? Especially when Gurudevs are more known for their mercy, famous or whatever. When the Gurudevs are more known, it's a trap for immediate disciples to stay in Rajasic Bhakti. They just think it's the purity of Guru there. They just think they stand, kind of stand besides, and they are in an illusion that it is. So their bhakti is more rajasic. That is a trap. That's something to be. Especially this happens for the immediate servants of Gurudevs. Great trap, unfortunate. Okay? So like that, those are the traps in bhakti. Clear, hai na? Question, answer. Then in what way Sankirtan? Sankirtan this is Yuga Dharma for all the Gaudiyas. Srila Prabhupada's instruction was, it's okay to close the temple. Close the temple. Go out and do Sankirtan. Because if love of Godhead is not distributed by Gaudiyas, who are going to distribute? ISKCON temples are ISKCON temples only not because of Radha Krishna worship. There are many Radha Krishna worship. Gaudiya is Gaudiya because of Gauranga. Gauranga came here for love of Godhead. So the purpose of any Gaudiya Vaishnava is to have that love of Godhead and to distribute the love of Godhead. If Gaudiyas don't distribute the love of Godhead, which Vaishnava will distribute? That's why Srila Prabhupada says, even the temples closed, you should go out for Sankirtan. Like that. So in that way, Sankirtan has its place. And when we say Sankirtan, the holy name is going out. And when Prabhupada's Vani is there, the book is going out. These two are essential things for any Gaudiya Vaishnava. The Vani of the Acharya should go out, the holy name is go out, will go out. This is what Gaudiya Sampradaya is about, and that's why Srila Prabhupada's instruction is also like that. The purpose of temples, deity worship is for the community. There are many communities. How are you different from any community? There are more bonding communities also. And they don't even have to be devotional. Yeah? Then what is the purpose? Oh, Dekhna hai. And that's one more thing. Second thing is, if you hear the seva that is given to us by Guru, Sri Guru, is to bring us out of the modes. That we should remember, even if it is deity service or book distribution or collecting funds or whatever. They look at our nature and they see, okay, if you are in this service, then that should be the medium for us to come out of the modes. That is the purpose. And then that should naturally take us towards at least Namabhasa. So we shouldn't just think the seva of Guru is all in all, in the sense not just external, the seva. The external seva that is given to us should bring us, inside it should bring us to Sri Sikshashtakam. Even if it is deity worship, book distribution, collecting the funds, Sankirtan, anything. The purpose of any seva that is given to us by Sri Guru is to bring us to that state of complete dependence on Guru and Gauranga within. So, Atayeva Nama Matra Vaishnavera Dharma has to happen in every Gaudiya Vaishnava. Whatever seva they may be given, that we should understand. We don't get stuck externally saying that only the external seva. Say if deity worship is given, okay, deity worship, yes, done. That is wonderful. If you are doing regular worship, deity seva, wonderful. And if you are being compliant with the instruction of Guru so dedicatedly, wonderful. It means you are doing the seva in mode of goodness. Wonderful is mode of goodness. That's all. If Atayeva Nama Matra Vaishnavera Dharma is not happening within me, if Sri Sikshashtakam is not happening within me, then my seva is still external. Even if it is deity worship, even if it is Sankirtan. This is a Gaudiya Vaishnava. Any devotee. Yes, sir. Thank you. By the way, I wanted to mention, a Sankirtan Seva is time for us, to hear this katha. See, our purpose of life is for Krishna Prema. Our acharyas are so merciful and potent. It's not even the goal of life. It should be the way of our life. And that's what the acharyas are saying. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta said, you should live in Sri Sikshashtakam every day. What does that mean? It's not the goal. Itna mercy hai. They have opened the possibility. Nithai's doors of, flood doors are open means this. When Srila Bhakti Siddhanta is saying you should live in Sri Sikshashtakam, it just makes horripilation. Hair stands on end. This is an instruction coming from our immediate Acharya. It means he is seeing that possibility within us. Wow! So for that to happen, what is the medium? Harinama. Living in Sri Sikshashtakam means living in Krishna Prema basically. Not as a goal, as a very life. Isn't that a bath to celebrate? They're actually making that as our very life. You don't wait up until then. Itna mercy. How does that happen? Sri Sikshashtakam. The glories of Nama hai na, Sri Sikshashtakam happens only through the Nama. Because Prema is in the Nama. Okay? This is for every Gaudiya. Whatever services, everything. Whatever the instruction of Guru, whatever seva might be. This is for every Gaudiya Vaishnava. Okay? Krishna Prema is goal and journey that happens with Prema Nama, Harinama. Harinama is not accessible to us without the mercy of Guru and Gauranga. Our philosophy is so simple and straightforward. Mercy of Guru and Gauranga, through the medium of Harinama, Krishna Prema comes. This is how we live in Sri Sikshashtakam. There is no confusion about it, no beating around bush. If there is any katha that is happening in Gaudiya Vaishnavas, not just ISKCON, the whole of Gaudiyas, if any katha that is happening, it has to point out to this direction, to lay out this map, because bhakti is so simple, so clear. And that's why Lochana Das Thakur is singing, don't think this chanting and dancing will not lead to the destined goal. Because it is so clear. The rest of the things that happen in bhakti are gauna. Gauna means, this service is given to me by my Gurudev. Any external service. That external service is to bring us to Mukhya. This external service, say book distribution, even deity worship external, this also going out saying external. This is supposed to bring us to, first of all, these services cannot happen without Mukhya. No? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Yeah? And this service, we already heard, it can be performed in the mode of passion, goodness at the most. But that service, it should come to a platform of Sharanagata Seva. That can happen only when the japa becomes Sharanagata Japa. Otherwise, the Seva will not become a Sharanagata Seva. I like that. So in that way, for every Gaudiya, these three things are essential. And the Shravanam, Kirtanam, and the Smaranam. And the purpose is to bring us to this Sri Sikshashtakam through the holy name. Through the holy name. I like that. So the bottom line is every Gaudiya's goal and purpose should be, as Srila Bhakti Siddhanta said, to live in Sri Sikshashtakam, which is possible only through the Nama, and Nama is accessible only through the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, and we will be able to receive the mercy of Guru and Gauranga only when we see them in their tattva for who Guru is, and then Gauranga will be understood. This is how the tattva vichar is essential to receive the mercy of Guru, who gives us Gauranga. And that's how Harinama reveals to us as Prema Nama, Krishna Prema is given. This is how we live in Sri Sikshashtakam. This is how Niraparada Nama is happening. It just doesn't happen because we take a course, a weekend course, 1 week course. It doesn't happen. Niraparada Nama doesn't happen like that. Aisa ab hona hai. Like every ingredient, like the chef's cooking. Yeah. You just because you get a recipe on YouTube, do you cook like that, like a chef? Aisa nahi hoga. So this is for every Gaudiya.
Can I summarize it a little bit, what you said? Or can you summarize it one more time? Or I can summarize it.
Maybe summarize it to your own self. All of you. Just your own self is better. Yeah? That will be better. Yeah.